Hey guys, Jared Weggeland here from Focus Group Florida, Keller Realty. Focus Homes, your local custom home builder, and Focus Remodels when you love where you live and you want to make it better. All right, here's Real Estate Roundup. It's been quite a busy week in the best sense. We have quite a few listings going under contracts, buyers being pre-qualified, all of the above. So that's fantastic. So I'm a little late this week, but let's have a look what's going on in Lakeland and Central Florida. The average sold price in Central Florida went down 4.6% for this particular week, year over year, and the days on the market went up to 52 days, but that's not the whole and real story. So let's look at the details. This particular week, the average home sold was a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home at 744 square feet. 1744 square feet. Quite a bit of difference. The days on the market, as I mentioned, was 52 days, but when we remove the 3 oldest worst sales, it's 43 days, and last week it was 41. That's rounding out the story a little bit. There's always a story why there's a big change, okay? Also, we had a 98% list price compared to sold price, which is only 1% different from last week, so still very, very high. And remember, the sellers are still giving some incentives for purchases. Also, definitely call me for new builds. There's some amazing opportunities to get in with very little money out of pocket and actually own a brand new home. So, side note. All right, the list price per square foot was $192.80. Sold price per square foot, $188.95. List price, $339,470, and the sold price, $333,445. Now, all of those went down from the previous week, so I'm like, wait a second. So I went in again and took the 4 worst homes, the same ones for the days on the market. It usually correlates. When we take out those worst homes that drove down the pricing, the list price was $197. Last week it was $198. The sold price was $193. Last week it was $195. So see, not that big of a change. The list price was $350,000 instead of $339, and the sold price was $344, and last week it was $336. So see how there's some stinkers, some inventory being absorbed that needs to be absorbed and remodeled and taken care of, and that's sort of skewing some of the numbers there. If you look over the past 4 weeks, however, the pricing is stable year over year, not really up, not really down. All right, if we look at the listings as far as new listings, sold listings, new pending listings, so for the county, the new listings went up. The solds went down, the pendings went down, so that means the inventory went up, and we're at 103% of needed for the, 103% new pendings versus new listings. We had slightly more listings than pendings in the whole area, the region, the county, and that's up from 89% last week. Now in Lakeland, it's a different story. New listings went down almost 30%. Solds went up a little bit, but stayed about the same, and the pendings went down just over 10%. So this week in Lakeland, we actually had a shrink of inventory in town, and it's only 79, not quite 80% of pendings taken off the market were replaced by new listings, so that creates that shortage feeling. All right, if we look at canceled listings, withdrawn listings, and expired, they're very similar to a previous week, nothing really to report. In Lakeland, we only have 44% of the needed homes for the amount of buyers who'd like to purchase a home. That means we have a 56% shortage, meaning for every 44 homes, there's 100 buyers, so definitely in the seller's column. The price drops, listings who had a price improvement this week went up slightly in Lakeland, almost the same, but it went up quite a bit in the county, almost 10% increase there. All right, so if you're looking on YouTube, please subscribe so you can keep up to date on the videos that we're doing, the education and the information we're trying to share. Also, look down in the description for different links, specifically the Focus Home Swap. It's fantastic. It allows you to buy the next home first, then sell your other home, not have 2 payments. Man, it makes the whole process a lot easier, and it means you're not selling and scrambling to find something and making do. All right, guys, have an amazing week. Thank you for came out to First Friday, and happy Father's Day to all you families out there. Take care. Bye-bye.